Hello. Hi. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. This week, we're playing obscure PS2 games. Last week we played, sorry, one sec. We played Spartan Total Warrior. And sort of the purpose of playing Spartan Total Warrior was to check out Spartan Total Warrior. And I've been thinking over the week, I should set up a stream where I just try out some other PS2 games. So I've lined up a list. We're starting here with Samurai Western, which is an Atlas game. And yeah, it's kind of the mini-me PS2 obscure game variety hour. Hi Matthias, hi Shib, hi again Space Thing 7474. We're probably going to run into emulator issues, swapping between games so many times, but we're just gonna go with the flow. We're just gonna see what happens, see what's broken. This is Samurai Western, which I believe is a hack and slash by Atlas, or published by them. I know Svit has a video on this game where he calls it underrated. They say that the way of the warrior is to seek death. This isn't like a widely well-liked game, but I think it is sort of a hidden underrated gem, a Metal Jesus underrated gem. Is this a samurai or an old western? It's a mix. It's a genre blend. A bit of Seven Samurai about it. Today was my final day of school and I'm officially done. Congratulations, Matthias. Fun fact, samurai used guns pretty frequently during their time. Yeah. Like a Dragon Ishin gets into that a bit, which is fun.
Get a load of this feller. I don't think he's from around here.
I don't know if voice acting's gonna be this game's strong suit.
I bet I can make you talk.
So I think this is like a Western Devil May Cry-ish hack and slashy thing, from what I know about it.
Who are you?
We're gonna find out. But yeah, some other games I've got lined up. I don't know if we'll get around to them. There's a game called Bujingai that I've always wanted to try. A game called Swords of Destiny, which is also sort of a Devil... There was a lot of like hack and slash Devil May Cry knockoffs back then. Press square to attack, press multiple times. Ooh, any button to resume game. This is very smooth feeling. Ooh, this is real smooth feeling. You'll earn experience points by defeating enemies. Oops. Skipped whatever that said. Press R1 or circle to deflect bullets. Press repeatedly to deflect a hail of enemy fire. So if you press R1 while moving, it's like a dodge. If you tap it while standing still, you deflect bullets. Yeah, voice acting's not great. Collect coins. Okay. Nah, this is very arcadey. Press it while moving to dodge. Yeah. This dodge is funny. I don't know how the iframes work. It seems like I'm spam. Like, alright, press X to jump. Ooh, a huge jump. But when you land, you stop for a second. That's kind of gross feeling. Amazing emulation, yeah. Causing damage fills up the mystery gauge. The more skillful your attacks, the faster your gauge will fill. When it's completely full, you'll be the ultimate master. Okay, I assume that's like a power gauge. It's probably the red bar below my health. I like the like steampunk gun thing in the corner. This game's snappy. I think it's from 2005, so it's sort of after the Devil May Cry craze, I suppose. Would you call the Devil May Cry games a craze? This looks a lot like Rising Zan on PS1. Yeah, similar aesthetic. Was that an Atlas game? Maybe they're both Atlas games. Maybe this is a sequel to that and I just have no idea. Oh, that's fun. I can knock this down. If your jump attack hits, the enemy will be knocked off guard. If you attack foes that are lying on their backs, you'll cause even more damage. Go get him. This is cute. I'm into this. Hang on, can we... Hold square to power attack. Woof. Rising Zan's Atlas as well. Yeah, it's got Atlas vibes. This is a simple little game. Press triangle to pick up a box. While you're holding this kind of item, you're protected. Oh, you can use it as a shield. If you're hit by a strong attack like an explosion or hit while jumping, you'll be knocked down. Okay, there's too many tutorials. This is interesting. I wonder if it breaks. Yeah, it breaks. Okay. And then triangle is throw. Can't get a read on this game. This is the same devs as the OG Tenshus. That's interesting. Hi, Bald Baby. Good username. If you hit an enemy's throwing knife or bullet with your sword, you can send it back at them. The sword can triumph over guns. It sure can. So can I pick up, like, any of this? No. I can only pick up those small... That's interesting. I wonder if that grabs enemies. Let's try and grab this guy. No, I guess not. Yeah, no. Weird. This game is very simple so far. Which is what you expect for tutorials. Game starts slow. The minimap. Well, you can in. The large map will give you general idea as to the presence of enemies, but it won't tell you how many there are. Interesting. So it's not like a map that tells you... It's not actually a map, it's a radar. It's a Halo style... So you can pick up... you can pick up downed enemies. Alright. I'm dying here. Don't mind me, just coughing. I was just playing this yesterday, it's so fun. Really? Someone was playing this? What do you like about it? Sneaky? Did it really say upper left of the screen? The minimap is on the upper left. The famous radar technology that Samurai were known for. Yeah, that does look pretty out of place up there. So if I... Nope. Okay. Oh, you gotta spam R1. Okay. Can I just eventually kill them all doing this? I guess not. Do they... Okay. They don't shoot less when you're, like, attacking their teammates. They just keep shooting. I'm gonna die. So if I grab one of these, or not. Damn. Interesting. You're completely vulnerable on the ground, so they'll be gunning for you. Press X just before falling. Okay. I'm gonna die. Did you ever play the Red Steel games on Wii? It reminded me so much of that, the shameless and cheesy writing. I did! And in fact, the next video I'm working on is on Red Steel. I'd assume this aligns more with Red Steel 2 than Red Steel 1. It's published by Atlas, so of course it's expensive. Yeah. How much is this game? I'm definitely playing a legal version of it that I bought. Hey, what's up? It's me, your boy. Maybe I should open my videos like that. If I was a YouTuber that covered the things I did, but did it in just a really, like, Californian... What's up? It's me, your boy, Mini-Me, here to talk to you about Fast and Furious Showdown. I don't know how I recovered my health. I'm wondering if it just comes back slowly. Or if it comes back with kills. I can't tell. How do you charge attack? There we are. Did he just materialize out of thin air? This game just keeps going. Oh, they drop food because it's a video game. The PAL version 2, because a lot of Japanese games released by 505 were pretty pricey. I think Red Steel 2 did the best job combining the Western Samurai genre Western and samurai genres into video game. But this one and Rising Zan are still pretty fun as well. Yeah. Yeah. You don't see it much. It's not a... There's not a lot of comparison points you can make in the Western samurai video game genre. But this game seems fun. A simplistic sort of hack and slash. But yeah. Also, I've set up a Ko-Fi link for my streams. Just a way to support if you want to. I wouldn't have done that if this channel was monetized. Okay, I killed everyone and the game ended. But I just figured, you know, a way to support this channel, so that's what you're seeing in the top right corner. Or to support these streams, rather, or just what I do. Isn't it related to the Way of the Samurai series? Is this game related to Way of the Samurai? There is a game that is related to Way of the Samurai that isn't this game, that only released in Japan until a couple of years ago. It came out in the West, but I can't remember what it's called. Man, this reminds me I need to finish Red Dead, Revolver, and Way of the Samurai. You definitely need to finish Way of the Samurai. I need to finish Way of the Samurai. Seems to be some kind of score attack game. Way of the Samurai is interesting because it's a really short game that just has a million different possibilities. Do you have stream alerts set up that would make you a pro streamer? Is this the same devs as Way of the Samurai? I didn't know that. I should do my research. New accessory, cowboy hat. Wikipedia says it's in the same series as Way of the Samurai. Huh. Really? Let's look this up. What's this game called? Samurai Western. Action-adventure video game. Samurai Western does away with the adventure elements present in Way of the Samurai games and instead focuses entirely on action. Maybe it's like, yeah, maybe it's the same universe. Interesting. I hope the music is different too. Saloon Afternoon. We'll do normal. I'll try survive again. I'll eat the chicken. Need more power. Okay, I only have 16 points. Or 6 points rather. Life. I'm gonna chuck that cowboy hat on. Oh, and it appears on his character. Can I zoom in? I guess not. Custom rules. Interesting. Interesting. Hello, Travis. This is Way of the Samurai. No, it's not. It's Samurai Western if you're just joining us. Which seems to be a hack and slash that may or may not be in the Way of the Samurai series. That's developed by the Way of the Samurai devs. And it's just a simple, fun, little sort of lightweight hack and slash. It's very responsive. It's neat. I like it. I'm impressed. Yeah. I'm enjoying this voice acting. It's very like David Hayter Solid Snake. He blew into this town like a prairie breeze. It really plays like it was made by Platinum. Yeah, it's surprisingly snappy and smooth. Yeah, it feels like a Platinum game. That's a good comparison. The visuals are nice. The voice acting's funny. The music's slightly annoying, but not bad. The story is light, I would say. I remember playing Way of the Samurai 3 on my crappy laptop a few years ago. Pretty interesting game. On my first run, some grandma gave me a quest to kill 100 army, and I obviously died halfway through. Yeah, Way of the Samurai is interesting, because it's just a game, like, set in a really small town. There's like a million different endings, and just whatever quests you take and decisions you make dictate the endings. Which I know makes it sound like a Telltale game, but it's more of like an action hack and slashy RPG sort of thing. And it's a lot more open-ended than a Telltale game. Look at this guy.
You're just a little too late. So, it's you. You are quite a handsome It's a shame that you have to be a kid. But I'm afraid
This is Oscar-worthy stuff. Defeat Jean's minions. It's a bit French. So, I like the heavy attack, but it's hard to aim. You got to start back here. There we go. Look at that. Good stuff. So it seems that this game's more about like combat arenas than actually going through levels. You sort of just circle around in the same place and kill people. Which, you know, why not? It's very focused. I'm surprised it's... I thought it'd be like a bit more like a... I don't know, like a Metroidvania or something. That was a cool dodge. Look at that. Yeah, the dodging feels real good. So, normally when you press the dodge button, you do this cool spin. You know? You do this nice little twirl, like a ballet dancer. But when you dodge a bullet, you gain a bit more speed like that. So you kind of have to time it. I wonder if you can combo that into an attack. Let's see if I can do that. Or I can just get hit. Hang on. Screw it. Yep, no, I got hit anyway. Hang on. Ah, they... See, watch the shooter in the background. He, like, prefaces his attack with the big smoky particle effect, so you can time it. Except I'm not timing it right. Hang on. There we are. Yeah, I don't know if that comboed, but it felt good. Interesting game. And I love the, like... the graphics. It's got that late PS2, like, pushing this thing to its limits sort of look. Where it's polygonally simplistic. But they've crammed in as much, like, density as they can. I don't know if that made sense. What are these? Can you blow them up? I'm trying to, like, attack these, but it's magneting to the nearest enemy. Yeah, I guess not. They're saying take that and stand still a lot. This is fairly impressive. I like the, like, blood spilling noise after you stab an enemy. Neat. Ooh, got some God Rays here. It's 2005 and Bloom and God Rays are in. He just shot his teammate. Can I line them up to shoot each other? Hang on. I can. They shoot each other. Neat. I'm into this game. You know what? I am going to call it there, though. We're going to move on to the next game. Fascinating. Interesting. The samurai looks like he's busting moves and getting groovy while hack and slashing. I agree. That's what's cool about this game. It's a good thing that the enemies just stand there waiting to be killed. Stand still, stand still, stand still. The PS2 is still the peak of graphics in my mind. Yeah. I mean, it sort of married like low production costs with good enough graphics. Anyway. Let's see what else we can play. Next game we're going to try is called... I've got a list here, and I don't know how well they'll emulate. We're going to try a game called Kaya Dark Lineage. And hope that it emulates well. And I need to change the text here on OBS. This game is called... If anyone knows anything about this game, let me know. I believe it's a Swedish platformer. I'm not sure. I have a friend who's covering it soon on YouTube. Eden Games. I think they made Alone in the Dark 2008. And I think they made Test Drive Unlimited. Is that those guys? Did you miss Spartan Total Warrior? Yeah, it was last week, so you kind of missed it by a whole week. But the VOD is on my channel if you want to see me play Spartan Total Warrior. Kaya has widescreen support, so turn that on. Oh, I'd have to fix up my whole stream. Maybe next time. It's pronounced Eden? Eden Games? Okay. Noted. New game. No Kaya Dark Lineage game data present on memory card. Create. So I've never played this game. I don't know much about it. I really don't know anything about it. We should read the Wikipedia page together. Kaya Dark Lineage. Is it Kia? Kaya? Kaya Dark Lineage is a third-person platforming action-adventure game for the PlayStation 2 developed by Eden Games and published by Atari. Though initially set in the present, Kaya Dark Lineage throws the title character and her half-brother Frank into a strange new world. Damn, it just gets straight into the story in like the first paragraph. This article may need to be rewritten to comply with Wikipedia's quality standards. Alright, cool. Shall we? Has some cool uses of wind. Kia Cerrado Dark Lineage. That's a good bit. Alright. I don't know if I just skipped a cutscene on my... subconsciously. Okay. We seem to have a children's bedroom. I assume her name is Kaya. And this is some sort of like Pixar style human world, human person that might get transported to the fantasy world. Do you have a favorite character who goofs with the developer logo opening FMV like the Tony Hawk Neversoft ones myself? I like the Tony Hawk Neversoft ones myself too. I don't know. I can't think of many. Are there any... Whoa. The subtitles might not be emulating well.
Frank? Is that you?
I know that the Driver 3 Atari logo explodes using the
What's going on?
grenade launcher in the
What happened to
game.
wall?
I happen
It's
to have
etched into
clear.
my mind.
It was sealed from the inside, but there's nobody here.
What is this?
You know shit's going hard when they take out the boomerang?
One of your father's projects,
I saw that and I thought that was a bong.
That guy.
I'm 12 years old. That dude's lantern.
It's gone, but not forgotten, you see.
Just be glad he's
LucasArts and Rare loved to do them back in the day, yeah.
Hey, don't
There was a
sass
LucasArts
her
game
half
called like
brother.
Red. LucasArts PS2. Okay, we're putting the lamp on something. We've unlocked something.
Yeah, but your dad never abandoned you. Neither me, in fact.
There's a LucasArts game on PS2 called RTX Red Rock that I've always wanted to play. Maybe I could get that going on. Dude does look like Shaggy. And he's holding a bong. We're making immature jokes here on the Mini-Me stream. What's poppin', y'all? what poppin', y'all? Is that Shaggy?
Huh?
I don't know. Just
Feeling, I guess.
Oh my god.
What the?
This got real Saturday morning cartoony. So something I like about Eden Games, the developer of this game, is they always make games that are really ambitious and experimental, at least from what I've played, between Test Drive Unlimited and Alone in the Dark 2008.
We'll take
Whoop.
it to the village.
That was very flickery.
Look, it's waking up.
Emulator problems.
Hello. Hello.
We'll see how tolerable it is. I don't want to just be like doing tech support on stream. Okay. I feel like I need to give a seizure warning.
What?
Dude, these things are creepy as.
Well, you're never gonna get up again. Follow me.
Okay, shadows don't really work. Can I just software emulate this? Settings, graphics. Renderer, software. Will that fix things? Yeah, that worked. Oh my god. I can't... What? Am I meant to die here? What was that? Alright. The fuck is happening? Is what? I'm going this way. I'm not even gonna... Oh, I was meant to run with the friends. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Let's try this again. Run that way. Alright. This makes way more sense. I think it's running slightly slowly. I imagine the game's a bit more fast-paced than this. But, you know, it seems fun. The thing I kind of do in my brain when I'm playing old random games for the first time... Oh god. Is, I like to look for things that are worth talking about. So my mind is thinking like, I'm a content creator. I need to... Square to kick an animal in a trap? What? Oh, is that the trap? Hang on. Nah, I don't know what it means. Anyway. Oh, right. It wanted me to kick it into one of those. Gotcha. The fuck is happening? Am I stoned? That's a pretty good reaction to whatever this is. Have you played Tak and the Power of Juju PS2 game before? No. But I remember the marketing campaign. And the Nickelodeon kids show. But yeah, what I try and do when I play old games sometimes is I try and go full content creator brain and think of like, what can I talk about? You know? What is a redeemable and unusual feature about any random old game I play? And does it grab me? You know? And if it does, I want to talk about it. Unless it's Fast and Furious Showdown, which I just wanted to talk about because I talked about all the other games. Can I... Ooh, grabbing ledges. This game seems very high production, which I suppose lines up with like that Atari run in the early 2000s when they started throwing money at things. Like this, and like Driver 3, and like Alone in the Dark 2008, and like Test Drive Unlimited. So this seems very polished. It's cute. It's sort of psychedelic. But it's not my kind of game. I don't play a lot of 3D platformers. I keep thinking this is the game sponsored by Skittles. Yeah. It's interesting. I've really noticed recently that the kind of games I like are almost always set in like realistic settings. I've discovered that I'm not much of a fantasy guy or a sci-fi guy. You'll see me complaining about it on Twitter because, you know, Twitter's the place to complain about things. But I've been complaining a bit about how every upcoming game feels like it's a sci-fi or a fantasy game. And for whatever reason, I just like games that are like set in normal, human, relatable locations. So I really like the Like a Dragon games. This is a game for children, but an acid trip for grown-ups. Yeah, it's got that vibe.
Scrunch up real small.
Hold L2 to crouch. So if you look at like the videos I make, most of them are video games set in realistic, usually contemporary locations. So, you know, it'll be like Fast and Furious or The Great Escape or Crime Boss. Or Shadow of Memories. Ooh, we got stealth going on. Okay, fair enough. Damn, I really shouldn't have got seen. Look at this. Oh, shit. Game broken. This is punishing for some first level stuff. Damn. Even Riddick is pretty grounded? Yeah. Yeah, it is. They reward you with cool side missions for exploring the map when you have time in between missions. Is that this game, or is that... That's probably Yakuza, right? I wish they'd release the PS2 remasters of Yakuza 1 in English. They added lock-on, but I can't read Japanese. Yeah. Yeah, it was always... It's... I guess it's easy to forget now, but up until relatively recently, Yakuza was a pretty niche series in the West. Not super niche, but niche enough that Sega could justify, you know, not releasing certain games over here. It wasn't really until Yakuza 0 got a chokehold on everyone, and now Yakuza seems like a big, prolific franchise when for the longest time it didn't feel like that. Which is why you probably have only started hearing about it a lot recently. There's no camera control here. Imagine if this game is whole 8 hours of following this dude. Yeah. This really is trippy. Something about the visuals in this game have got a... Oh god. They've got a nightmarish quality to them. Have you played Jeff Wayne's Musical War of the Worlds game? No, I want to. It's been on my list of like games I should play for the channel for... Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Getting some real set pieces going. This is a good looking game. And notice how there's like no heads up display. It's like... It's pretty. It's a game that you could grab a screenshot of and put it on the back of the box at like almost any given time. Was I not meant to fall in there? Okay, cool. X to get out of the wind. Am I meant to be following the wind? Okay, cool. I think, and I'm judging this game quickly after like playing it for 15 minutes, I think that Kaya Dark Lineage is a very solid, high production, impressive, but otherwise sort of unsurprising 3D platformer. I don't know. I'm impressed with how high production this is. Like, the effects are great, the visuals are great. This game probably should have sold more copies than I imagine it did, because you don't hear about it. But this is a really impressive game, and a really smoothly executed game, which, going off Eden Games, or Eden Games, or however you pronounce it, their usual track record, their games are super duper janky and try super hard, whereas this game maybe aims a little lower. Press X to dive. Look at these effects. This is really impressive. Okay, there we go. This is really impressive. I go this game. Go Kaya Dark Pump with X to stabilize? What's that mean? Like, I guess this might look pretty quaint if you don't know what like PS2 games normally look like. But this is one of the best looking sort of 3D platformers I've seen on PS2. And it has like a slightly cartoony look that helps it. Oh, I'm still in control here.
There's a secret entrance to
But
the
otherwise,
just there. That wolfen's blocking our way.
let's move on to another game.
Of course, I'm
Shall we?
trap.
What's next?
Times he uses. There's the trap. Now we need bait.
Go Kaya Dark Lineage. I'm pretty impressed. Much like Samurai Western, it's neat. It's neat. I feel like I wouldn't have a lot to say about it if I was to make a video about it, but the game is neat. Funny thing about Yakuza 5, if you bought the physical copy of the remastered trilogy, they just gave you an empty PS3 case for Yakuza 5, just in case you had a collection going. That's funny. Was PS2's Emotion Engine chip as hard to develop for as the PS3 Cell? I'd often heard it was, but I feel like developers really got some great mileage out of the hardware early on. Yeah. Yeah. I can't really comment on how hard developing was. But the marketing around the Emotion Engine was a lot of fun. Now we're going to play a game called 10,000 Bullets, which I think is also an Atlas game. It might not be. This game, I'm sort of lying a bit when I say I haven't played this before, because I have. But it's very linear. Let me just change the text here. This game is called 10. I think it's 10,000 with a dot. So we're going to try that. So maybe it's just 10.000 bullets. Oh gosh, I just saw the bounce of that game. It's hilarious. Yeah, the bounce is good. I wouldn't emulate it though, because it uses a lot of the like pressure buttons on controllers. We can do 60 hertz. We're emulating. So this game, there's a microphone in my face. Can I like? That's better. Start game. So this game's a bit like a mix between Devil May Cry and The Matrix. And it's sort of very pulpy, very cheesy style. 10,000 Bullets, aka the final boss of MS Word documents. This kind of has that like a Bayonetta funky, like cheesy, tongue-in-cheek storytelling. You might be able to tell from this cutscene alone. But the voice acting's really, 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 really bad. Which kind of adds to it. But I haven't played a lot of this game, but I've always kind of adored the style that it's going for. Which, it's kind of a lot of jazz music, a lot of trench coats, a lot of bullets, which makes sense, right? But yeah, a bit of fun. Isn't this great? Isn't this... How can you not think this is, like, the coolest shit ever? We got, like, some Bruce Lee knockoff beating dudes up. Ooh, look at this. The music's going off. It's just cool. There's a whole lot of artifacting. Don't know if that's the emulator or the video. Cheesy. Hey, yo, what that? Who that? It's me. How you doing, Heavy-Eyed? NRA Bruce Lee. If you want to hear some terrible and funny voice acting, I recommend the Note for PS1. Alright. Noted. 10,000 bullets. With a dot, I was right. So it's kind of just saying 10.000 bullets. So I don't know what to do. Alright. New game. I remember the controls for this being really, really whack.
My first memory was of blood flowing. My first thoughts were of revenge. That's how it all began.
It is a dot Y.
It's probably
It's
been
bad
the
translation.
way.
And bad voice acting, I guess. I'm hoping this emulates well. But this game, like... In terms of, like, cheesy, pulpy, corny B-movie vibes. I don't think you can sort of hit the end of the scale further than this game does. 10 bullets. Chapter 1. We may have to skip through some dialogue, because I'm pretty sure the opening to this game takes forever. Yeah. So then it turns into a visual novel. You're thanking God? That doesn't sound like you, Judas. We got Crow, Judas, and Keiko. Hey, this means you guys won't be working for a while, right? For the rest of the week, at least. For the rest of week, at least. But if God sees fit, we could be taking it easy for the rest of the month. Yeah? Hey, I've got an idea. Since there's not much of a crowd tonight, I'll go and cancel my last act. We can go home together. Sorry, but I've got to do something. I'm going over to Butcho's. Come on, Crow, we haven't had a free night in a while. Let's just buy a few bottles of wine and enjoy ourselves. Sorry, Judas, I made a promise. You and Keiko go home, and I'll catch up later. Anyway, we're going to skip through this. What up, Kelvin? Is that Wesker? Yeah, and then here we are. You have this map screen. This is all coming back to me. We're at Club Orchard. It's not letting me go up and down. Can I? Here we go. There's like all these RPG mechanics. You're in Italy? Are we in Italy? I didn't see. There's loading screens. Look at all this. It's just... I can't believe this made it to the West, you know? Great video yesterday, thank you. This is the kind of game that just doesn't make it to the West. Crow takes care of all the dirty work as a hitman for Papa Tonio's crime syndicate. Yeah, I reckon it's in Italy. Currently partnered with Judas. Who names their kid Judas? Who taught him the tricks of the hitman trade, though Irish by descent, Italian by nationality, age 24. Alright, let's get into this. We'll go into the underground shooting range. This is the game. This is the game I think I want to talk about. I think Thor High Heels did a good video on it a long time ago. I think. I think it was exclusive to EU. Pretty sure it wasn't released in America. Yeah, I see copies around a lot, so it probably came out here. Is PS2 emulation then easier to do than original Xbox? Yes, it is. Papa Tonio, Judas from the Bible's parents. Crow is a hitman hired by Papa Briccolini. Never played this game. Wonder if Shrek is a playable character. Irish Italian. Martin Scorsese wants to know his location. Look at this. Look at this. Skip tutorial. My heart's telling me yes, but this game is really complicated, so we're going to say no. And I think the tutorial is interesting because it'll highlight how bad the controls are. All movement is done on the left stick. Press the attack button to carry out a regular attack. If you run out of bullets, stop attacking or press the start button and... If you run out of bullets, stop attacking or press the start button and down directional pad to reload. If you run out of bullets, stop attacking or press the start button. Okay. I was reading that wrong. Look at that jump. So yeah, The Matrix meets Devil May Cry is probably the most apt way you can describe this. We've got another radar. R1 to lock on. R2 to switch lock on. So you kind of got to time the shots with the target that's getting smaller. So already, the R1 button isn't a toggle. And then you got to press R2 to switch your lock on to another person. Which means you've got to claw this finger around and use both buttons with two fingers, which I think is disgusting. But that doesn't matter because look at this game. Use the right stick. Yep, noted. Press the R3 button to place the camera in default position. Cool. So I'm spamming. Press the bullet time button. Look at this. So from memory, these controls aren't too bad at first. But then the game gets really, really hard. Skill slots. I don't know if the gameplay... I don't care if the gameplay sucks. It's got soul and it's cool. Yeah, okay. L1 and L2 are my abilities that I can cycle between, but at the moment I only have Avoid, which is this. Which is the coolest shit ever. And Blind, which we'll find out what that does. Here ends the tutorial. Shoot oil cans to cause large explosions. I feel like it didn't need to tell me that. Look at that. Unleash consecutive attacks to perform a combo attack and revive your gun gauge. Let's do one of these. Look at me go. How is this not the coolest game? Alright, let's go to a real level. Go to next screen. 6th gen games really were the last time when games tried anything. That's a sweeping statement. Nice work, you definitely got something I don't have. Your kind must have been born holding guns. Is he talking about the Irish? Is this some... It's like you can see the bullets coming at you. If I could do that, my work would be a breeze. Anyway, this means I can start fixing this place up, turn it into a cool playground for the kiddies, a trendy dating spot for the teenagers, and a training ground no assassin can do without. Alright, skipping through this. This feels like Gungrave. It's kind of like Gungrave. Alright, let's see if we can do a real mission. It's just incredible that this came out in the West. You know? The fact that they released this. I guess because it's in Italy, and it's sort of like The Matrix. They could see some Western appeal to this. In the 2000s, Westerners loved shooting games. Assassins hang out at the playground teen date spot. Yeah, had that thought. Here's Keiko again. Where's Judas? Since we're going to be together for a change, I thought I'd cook something really special. Judas just gorged the whole thing down and now he's snoring away in bed. Look at this. It's a visual novel. It's a visual novel, meets The Matrix, meets Devil May Cry, meets Goodfellas. See, that location was just a bit of visual novel at the apartment. Now we're going to Pub Barberini. Mamma mia! We're gonna get into the Italian accents. This really is half visual novel. It is! And they're just talking about, like, relationship stuff. I'm skipping it. What about Boiling Point? I've played Boiling Point. More visual novel stuff. Boiling Point is hilarious. Hey Crow, I heard about Ugo leaving town, so he's been put in your hands, huh? What an unlucky bastard. Good talk. Just a great conversation. Turn up at the pub. Bartender says a single line. We're gonna go to Nachiora Avenue. Have you played the Boiling Point sequels? Yeah, it's called like White Gold or something. Boiling Point's a funny game. It's a very Eastern European-y sort of... It's like Far Cry, but there's way too many mechanics. There's like... faction mechanics and vehicle mechanics and quests everywhere and relationship mechanics, and it's just this really weird open... It's like Deus Ex open world almost, but really janky and bad. But that's not the game we're talking about. There's a great video by Test Snakerer, or the Snakerer, on Boiling Point. That's worth watching. But let's just start. Let's just get into some gameplay.
It's too quiet. I don't like it.
This time it's more than just a contract hit. Okay, like always.
I'll take point. You watch.
It's great Italian accents coming out here.
If we make it out alive.
I'm dying on stream. This game was definitely made for kids who looked like Sid from Toy Story. Yeah. It's got that vibe. Kids who wore trench coats to school because they loved The Matrix. This game's for you. I wonder if this game sold under 10,000 units in the US. It only sold 15k in Japan, apparently. The current running theory is that it didn't get released in the US at all. Which I didn't know. We seem to get more Japanese games released in PAL territories than the Americans get. Anyway. Back to it. So you kind of got to time the shot when you aim at them for a second and then... Look at this. Listen to the music. Is this not the coolest game? Let's get some slow-mo going. So at the moment, the game's fun. I think I just know... Hang on, can we do a... I still don't know what blind does. Yeah, look at this. So if you like visual novels and The Matrix and Devil May Cry, and you're sort of like Sid from Toy Story, boy do I have the game for you. I don't know what blind does. Oh, it shoots your blind spots. It's a way of shooting off to the side, that's all it is. I almost died then. Whoa, look at me! Oh, okay. We've got a dash. It's the good stuff. Another funny game is The Hunt. It was a Russian game. It got released in France with an English dub. There's a patch to translate the UI from that release. It's a pretty interesting condemned clone. Condemned clone. It's a phrase I've never heard before. I died. So yeah, from memory, this game gets really, really, really hard. Really, really, really fast. I knew it would end like this. Have you played Under the Skin? It's some weird PS2 game I can't describe. Fair enough. I haven't played it. I thought it was a Scarlett Johansson movie. I've seen that movie. And it's weird. Oh, I can shoot... Hang on. See, up there's some barrels. But I don't know if I can shoot them. I don't know if I can manually aim or not. We'll never know. Oop. Cars explode when you shoot them 3 times. Which is definitely the case in real life. It's funny, when I was a kid I thought cars were really explosive. Because every FPS game was like, sink 3 bullets into a car. And it explodes. So I spent my childhood worrying about cars exploding. Irrationally. Video games taught me. Damn, I'm getting shot from behind. Am I out of ammo? Oh right, I had to reload. You have unlimited ammo, but you gotta reload by stopping or pressing start and the down arrow at the same time. Which is the worst reload button I've ever heard. So thank God you can just stop and reload. I would never live in a place where gunfights like this were happening right outside my door. That's Italy, man. I'm getting a phone call. from an unknown number, so I'm not answering it.
My name is Keats Eichmann. You are Crow from the Tonio family, or should I call you Bloody Crow?
I don't remember ever getting that notorious. You won't get famous by killing me.
I don't know why Italians place barrels precariously above every doorway, but I'm not from there. I won't judge. I don't know the culture. This is giving me Dirge of Cerberus vibes. Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah. It's like Dirge of Cerberus. Is that how you say that? Dirge of Cerberus. Big band music playing during a gunfight. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. We would like to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Oh, I've actually got a... They left me a message. That means that might have been a real phone call.
Now you shall die.
Boss battle. Damn, strafing really... Oh my god. Nah, this game's awesome. We're gonna talk about it. Surely that's the real one, right? I'm gonna lose here. Let's put some slow-mo. Look at this. He's running as fast as his bullets. Oh, I guess I won. A Cerberus-like. What kind of name is Keats? It's Italian. You know, Keats. Naruto run boss. Yeah. I hope you cover the Cars 2 game at some point. From what I know, it isn't as good as the first, but still good. I did cover the Cars 2 game a long time ago. There should be a video somewhere.
What was that about?
Cars 2 and Cars 3 games are basically the same game. And then we're back to the visual novel stuff. Let's try one more game. This is a cool game and I should do a video on it. Now we're going to play, to end this stream, as a finale, a game called Swords of Destiny, maybe? Is that what we want to play? Does anyone want to see something from this list? The man leads forward so his bullets reach you faster. Yeah. I think Swords of Destiny is one I want to check out. Let's do it. Don't know what this game is. I believe this is just straight up a Devil May Cry clone. What is spy fiction? Spy fiction, I think, is I get confused between Swery and Suda51. But one of those two guys made spy fiction, and it's sort of a Metal Gear Solid parody game. And it's very, very funny. You should look up spy fiction. I should do a video on spy fiction. Did I see a Jet Li game there? You did? Jet Li's Rise to Honor is unironically one of my favorite PS2 games ever made. I did do a video on it, so if you want to know more. And I streamed it like 3 weeks ago. This game contains violent and grotesque scenes. Killer 7 is a trip, it is. It's sweary, that's on my radar now, lol. Yeah. You gotta check out spy fiction. It's one of those, like, no game is like it games. Swords of Destiny we're gonna play on easy, because I'm streaming. By Artoon. I'm surprised that Killer 7 was even released in English. Yeah. I actually remember seeing Killer 7 a lot. Just on store shelves. Which surprises me, because, like, Killer 7 is very odd. This doesn't seem like it's running smoothly. 50 FPS? Is this? Oh yeah, maybe this is just how the game runs. We're just too used to these really smooth games. Alright. Basic control. X is jump. While jumping, double jump. Ooh, that's real high. I was going to say this game back when you booted the last one. I don't really know anything about this. But it's pretty. Press the triangle button to dash. While dashing. Square, yeah, okay. I don't know if people like this game. I really don't know anything. I've seen it around my whole life and I'm just like, what is this? NG, I love your videos. Thank you. Game's locked at 25 frames. Yeah, it might be. It's probably just emulation. While evading with the circle button, press the square button for... Okay, so you can combo attacks into dashes and dodges. Lock on. L1 to lock on. Can I get him? I'm sensing a lot of like air combos. Although there only seems to be one attack button. Oh, press L1 and then L2 to switch. Gotcha. Move ahead. Enemy can be attacked in the air. Use the dash attacks. Hold the left... Okay, square left stick down sends them into the air. Yeah. Did the game just freeze? Or is it telling me something? Oh no, that was trying to tell me to do that. Okay. While locking onto the enemy, press the square button repeatedly. Hold the left analog downward. Yeah, okay. So you can kind of just keep dashing and square to keep comboing them. It's cute. I'm into it. Oh yeah, I get it. I feel like it's telling me too much in the tutorial. Well, nice mustache. Wasn't expecting it. Seeing last time I saw you, you were in a garage or something, but you know, nice. Thank you, Ferb. I had a mosquito on my face and I smacked my nose, but at least it killed it. While locked on, the cursor turns in red. Press the square button. Oh my god. Sword time. That's interesting. So there's like you've got to time a hit right, and if you time it right, you start killing everything. Did I? No, I didn't. I need to change the text on my stream. This game is called Swords of Destiny. For some reason I keep thinking this is a Konami game, but I don't think it is. Don't know how, but I beat this game. These are some cheap cutscenes. I think we can skip this. I get it. Yeah, let's skip it. Go this game. Few years later. We're skipping. We're getting into the gameplay. I just want to see what this is. A group of Gyaki demons and the dojo encompassed in flames are what awaits Li Yun, who has returned from his training quest. The curtain opens on Li Yun's battles ahead. It's really boring. The graphics are nice and the combat seems snappy. I think I saw online somewhere someone was talking about this game and it has like one twist or sort of the only thing that it really has going for it that's unique is that time the hits to instant kill enemies thing, which I'm curious to see in action. Nice stash, thank you. It is nice. I enjoy it. I don't know if Alright, fair enough. See if I can do that sword time. Is that something I can only do? See, when that circle is red... Now. Oh, I missed it. Then I seem to be able to start killing everything. Okay, let's stay right next to him. Now. And then I can just insta-kill everything. As long as I hit that red timing thing right, I can just run around the map. Or dash around the map and kill absolutely everything. Like, look at this. Fascinating. And then I dash to him and I kill him. That's a weird mechanic. This is Devil May Cry at home. So screw like ever playing this game properly, right? You just want to hit that red thing. But otherwise, yeah, nah, I'm not really seeing what's super interesting about this one. The graphics are pretty, and gameplay not that bad, but wait after doing this exact same battles for the 100th time. Yeah. That's what I'm worried about. Can I dash to that? Did I kill them all? I guess I did. Yeah, there's kind of like there's a lack of energy to this game that I'm not clicking with. As much as this air dashing thing. That said, I did just skip all the cutscenes, and so I'm not giving it a great chance. But I've always wanted to try this, so here we are on stream, as an excuse to try Swords of Destiny. And I think I've found like a lot of mid to late PS2 games like this that do take a lot from Devil May Cry are often pretty, let's just play this normally. Are often pretty simplistic. In a way, I do like how you can dash to the guys in the air. In a way that there's just not much to say. Like, I tried to play, and that's not to say they're bad. What's up with this? Can I just jump over it? Yeah, okay. There's just a lot of simple hack and slash games that came out after Devil May Cry, and one of them is Ghost Rider on PS2, which is a game that's like recommended I play a lot because it's pretty good. But like, what is there to say? Like, you know, you go between arenas, mashing a button to kill things. It's just it's well executed, but it's not something that's like worth reviewing, I guess. But yeah, there's a lifelessness to this that I'm not clicking with. Unlike 10,000 bullets, which is all energy. But yeah, I think something with YouTube, if I'm like making videos about video games, I think there's a distinction between a game being good and a game being interesting. And the Ghost Rider game, which lots of people want me to review, is a good game, but it's not an interesting game. It's perhaps only interesting because it is good. I don't know what that is. I probably have to kill everything to see. When are you doing a top 10 video about your toes? That's a deep cut. This needs more big band. I agree. Like, even just repeating that puzzle over and over again, or this same, like, climb the stairs and get to the next courtyard. I've really turned on this game really fast. Maybe it gets good. I don't know, I just find... Is this a boss? He's got a level above his name. It does feel good to go up in the air and kill things. Got herb. Where's your micro self? You look tall. The level design reminds me of Onimusha, which reminds me I have to play Onimusha. Yeah, it's a better game than this, I imagine. Am I missing something? Was I reading chat when something happened? Is there a bad guy over there? There is. Okay. Man. .420 Blaze Herbs. There it is. Nah, this game's this game's not doing it for me. If you believe in an instant connection, you know, you look at something immediately and you feel something or you don't feel something. I don't feel something. Feels like this game revealed all its cards in the first 5 minutes. I agree. But we'll give this cutscene a whirl. Maybe the story will hook me. The story that I skipped. Maybe it's got an incredible writing. You know, I don't know. Average experience, the video game. Yeah. And the weird thing is, this game's like worth something now. Like, it's, you know, not a lot, but I think this game's like $50, $60. Which, like, why is that? Ooh. She looks like those banner ads that you see that's like, you'll never need to play another game. Play this RPG now. Download free. Or play in your browser free. This game actually looks more boring than Devil May Cry 2. I'm curious, someone in chat said they finished this game. And I'm impressed. We'll have a look at the next level and then we might call it a day. Meet with the foe. Upon reaching the main hall at long last, Lei Yun is attacked by a huge shadow. Can he crush this terrible powerful that rips the ground? Can he crush this terrible powerful? I don't know. I don't know what that's trying to say. The thing is, it feels like the plot keeps building for something else that never happens or never delivers. Yeah, okay. I hate that. That's how I felt about Days Gone. I tried out Days Gone and I didn't like it at all. It kind of felt like the plot was just building towards something that never happened. So the game was just boring. The game probably cost so much because like 5 people bought it, and if someone wants to complete their PS2 collection, they need this game. Yeah. You're probably onto something. It's probably just rare because it like literally is rare. Like there's just not many copies. I hate that and I hate this game. Alright. I don't think I'm going to do a video on this one. Yeah, nah. Let's call it a day. After this loading screen. Thank you everyone for joining me on this stream. We've got a big troll dude. Oh, actually, let's try this boss battle first. Never played a boss battle I enjoyed. Oop. So the lock-on doesn't seem to work for him. Which means I can't just one-hit him. Yeah, nah. Yeah. Just, this game feels like it's going through the motions. I'm very quick to judge it, but man, it does feel like it played its hand very quickly. Nah, I'm good. Let's call it a day. You should make a video about boss battles you hate the most, which sounds like all of them. Yeah, I don't know. Whenever I get to a boss battle in a game, I'm usually just like, ugh, this is exhausting. Feels like a game with a cult following that would slaughter people who criticize it. Yeah, there's a lot of games like that. This game would be a bad poker player. I agree, 480p. But yeah. Thanks for joining me on this stream where we played obscure PS2 games. I do believe you in saying this game is boring and that you hate it. Tune in next time. What I'm thinking of doing as a stream, I'm going to do a stream on my main channel where I play through Driver 3 in its entirety. So start to finish, sit down, probably take like 3 or 4 hours. And that'll either be this time next week or this time the week after, I think. And so tune in for that. But otherwise, yeah, I stream every Thursday morning at this very time. And we just play some sketchy video games like this one. Usually. Sometimes it's a game I love. But yeah, thank you. Have a good one. It's been a blast. Bye. Thank you both for D's. Butter Roddy. NG, Space Thing, everyone, Solid Opinion, good to see you here. And yeah, take care of yourselves. Goodbye, and goodbye Wombo Corp.